Hey there, it's Diane Banks, voice actress and radio personality in Chicago. Please take a second to subscribe. Check out my other vids like Disney Top Holiday Toys for 2016, which TD watched and really liked and says, "Wow, your channel's so cool, I'm just subscribed." That's got to be my favorite comment of the week. Thanks, TD. A few more of your great comments from this week from Warren Reinerson, who watched my video about Donald Trump. Should he be included in the Hall of Presidents? He says yes, he's the 45th president of the U.S. In the attraction, they have a president who died in a month, William Henry Harrison, and another who was assassinated in 6 months. That's actually a great point, so thanks for sharing. And then Fox watched my video about Disney Frozen being anti-male propaganda, according to Fox. This is kind of cool. He gave us a whole list of male villains, and he says it keeps going, so I don't see this being a huge bias against women as villains. Most of the movies with a female villain have female protagonists as well. And he goes on to write more about the woman in his life if you want to read that too, with my comments. And we'll move on to one more here from Fluffy Cat Pro, who watched my Disney Zootopia 15 Easter eggs in the movie and said it looks like the weasel's name came from Frozen because of the name from Frozen, the Duke of Weaselton. Very nice tie-in there. So great comments. Thanks all you guys, and keep them coming. And yes, please subscribe. So today's topic, we're doing Finding Dory, 9 fun facts and Easter eggs you probably didn't notice. I've done a bunch of Dory videos for you guys before, but this is new stuff. There's always more things because there's so much in the movie. So Hank has something surprising in common with a Star Wars character. And by the way, this is from all my Disney. It's the Star Wars The Force Awakens. Even though it was released before Finding Dory, some of the technical ideas that shaped Hank were used on the Tentacle Predator Rather in Episode 7. Isn't that cool? Now, how would we have known that one? That's a great one. Great movie secret. There's no resemblance really that much between the two, thank goodness. Can you imagine if Hank looked like this? All the kids would be run screaming from the theater. But that's a great tie-in, I think. There are 2 references to a particular Disney Pixar short hidden in the film. Okay, one of these things I did actually mention in one of my other videos that I did for you guys, which we'll talk about in a second. But their refrigerator magnet right here with next to Hank here in the kitchen is from Lava, the Pixar short Lava. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's the volcano. But the other part of this, I didn't know this, and maybe you saw it in the movie, in the Marine Life Institute, the gift shop, there is a lava t-shirt. And I didn't see that, did you? That's pretty cool. That's a great Easter egg. Character from Inside Out also makes an appearance. Some of you may have seen this one before. I didn't see Riley, did you? There she is on the tour of the Marine Institute. There's little Riley from Inside Out. And some of these other characters, we could have a fun Who's That Random with those, couldn't we? On to number 4, there's a nod to a special Pixar building. Here's another cool one. Cool secret and Easter egg that I didn't know about. The Steve Jobs building at Pixar. And it looks like at the time they were doing construction, or they had construction images of the Pixar building. So let's see if we can peek at this here, and then I'll grab you a quick photo. So here is what the building looked like finished. And then as this worker walks by the wall, you can see there's a construction on the building. And this looks like this part here. And then I think there's some other photos of it there. But that's a cool one. I love that Easter egg. Here's more construction photos there. On to number 5. Nearly 300,000 characters added to the movie. 249,543 to be exact. About 1,700 in shots that had crowds. So that's a cool, awesome, big old number. On to John Ratzenberger. He voices a secret character in the film. Do you remember seeing these 2 crabs? This one had like a very high-pitched voice, and then this one was clipping the grass. I didn't even remember that that was his voice. Did you? So that's him, and you know, he has a very rich Pixar history. He's been in, if not all of them, most of them. It's kind of like their good luck charm, voicing characters like in Toy Story and Ratatouille and Cars and all of these. Bonus points if you remember what movie this monster's from. Looks like The Abominable, right from Rudolph. Okay, so yeah, the grass clipping crab. Didn't even know that was his voice when I saw that scene. I love those two though. Okay, one of the artists appears as an Easter egg. One of the Pixar artists, and his name is Paul Canuck, pushing a stroller around the Marine Life Institute. How cute is that? He's a technical artist. It's him right here, and I got a photo of him from a few years ago. No, that's John Ratzenberger. Let's grab that here. Now, in a few years, look at how much he's changed. He looks like a totally different person. I guess we can kind of see the resemblance here with the shape of his face. But now he's got a beard and glasses, so that's really altered his look. His hair is different too. But I guess you can kind of see it with the nose and the shape of the face. But how cute is that? I wonder if there's any Pixar kids in the movie too. That's a great Easter egg. Okay, on to number 8. Hank's habitat covered in a specific material to prevent escape at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. This is a cool secret. They had an escape-prone septopus whose tentacles were sticking to everything, so they put in AstroTurf. So he wouldn't stick and I guess try to escape. He just wants to go home. Alright, and then wrapping up here with one of the artists kept a stinky plant in the office for inspiration. This is a cool secret. It turns out one of the artists had to work with kelp, making the kelp look realistic in the movie. So he kept a kelp plant in the office for months, and the Pixar staff said it did not smell good. But that's a great secret. And while we're on this one, this scene was so funny in its own way with this, but how sad was that? Because of these pop can rings. They end up in the ocean. So if you ever have one of these, like when you're done with your sodas, clip these with scissors so that if they do end up in the ocean, the animals don't get stuck in them, or the fish. Okay, so there's our little environmental tip for the day. Did you have a favorite of the tips that we looked at, the Easter eggs and secrets from Finding Dory? Let me know in the comments, and also what your favorite character or characters were from the movie. And I hope you'll get a chance to check out some of my other Dory videos I did for you guys, like 15 Easter eggs hidden in the movie, Save Dory from being kidnapped for fish tanks, 9 things you don't know, part 2, and I got a part 1 here with 10 cool things you don't know. How about, are you the Gerald of your friend group? And finally, 5 cool things that almost made it into the movie. So lots of cool Dory vids that I hope you'll take a peek at. It's Diane Banks. As always, yes, leave your great comments. Please subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Take care.